What's going on, everybody? I'm Mike Somich, coming after you for RacingDudes.com, and I'm here to preview Thursday's Galway at Saratoga Racetrack. We are competing for $150,000, going 5.5 furlongs on the turf for 3-year-old fillies. And this is a very similar rendition to the Coronation Cup we saw earlier in this meet, also at 5.5 furlongs over the Saratoga turf. The top three finishers all coming back here at Empress Tigress, Poppy Flower, and Dairy Name. Let's start out with the one horse, Poppy Flower. It took a nice step forward, second off the layoff, second out as a 3-year-old, and then continued that in the Coronation Cup, running a good, solid second, getting an 89 buyer, career high buyer, and now 2 for 2 over this turf. Jose Ortiz will be aboard once again. This is an interesting horse because you have tactical speed where the horse can be forwardly placed or sit off it. In the Coronation Cup, we saw Poppy Flower sit off it. I'm expecting we'll see a similar trip from the one horse Poppy Flower today. Let's talk a little bit about the 7-horse Empress Tigress. This is a second time in the U.S., third time overall running for Jonathan Thomas. Won the Coronation Cup last time out and what looked to be a pretty dominant performance, winning by a half length after opening up pretty easily at the top of the stretch. It was the first time over turf, first time in the North America. John Velasquez riding back. Look, if this horse takes a step forward, it could be awfully tough in this spot. We've got 2 in here for Christophe Clement. We'll start with the 10-horse Dairy Name. If we go back to the Coronation Cup, this was one of the worst rides I've ever seen in my life from Joel Rosario. The horse had to steady 3 times, had to check at least once, just nowhere to go at all. So it's kind of one of those non-efforts. And honestly, to finish third, I was pretty impressed. Dairy Name is one of those you got to go back and watch that replay. If you thought that trip was as troubled as I did, this is one you definitely have to consider. You've also got the 6-horse Breeze Easy coming in here for Christophe Clement. Flavian Pratt takes them out after being in the wild applause last time out at a mile at Belmont. Eminent Victor won that race. Oakhurst was in that race, ran second. Now we're cutting back to 5.5 furlongs. This horse had a lot of success over in Europe turf sprinting, was showing tactical speed, forward front place speed really in the mile races, but went 7 furlongs in the race prior to that in a grade 3 over at Belmont and stalked the pace there and then kind of came up and just missed to Shardy Party. So interesting horse in the 6, Breeze Easy as well. You got Half Is Enough, who's another interesting one. First time trying the turf, 15-1 on the morning line. Trombetta sends this horse in an interesting spot after running pretty well in the grade 3 victory ride. I think the transition over the turf is going to be a little too much here. Honestly, when I went through this field, I just can't get over that trip from Dairy Name last time out. I believe Dairy Name would have beaten Empress Tigress and Poppy Flower on that day with a better trip. We're getting 5-1 today. Rosario decides to stay aboard this Clement horse. Hopefully we get a little bit better ride from Rosario and we can kind of get our momentum going a little bit earlier. If you go back and you watch that race, as soon as Dairy Name got room, Dairy Name was moving better than anyone else in this spot. So give me the 10-horse Dairy Name, 5-1 on top. I do respect the 7 Empress Tigress quite a bit, so I'm going to be using that one underneath. And I think the other Clement, Breeze Easy, is the horse that I'm interested in the most. So I'm going to play a triple. I'll play 10 over the 7-6. Hopefully we can get a price home on top. And then can I get some more logical horses in the second and third spot? Thank you very much for checking out this preview of Thursday's Galway Stakes. Make sure you check out Racing Dudes YouTube page for previews of all the stakes races coming up over the weekend, as well as checking out Dudes Who Bet Daily every Wednesday through Sunday at noon Eastern for our best bets from Saratoga, Del Mar, and the sports world. We'll see you at the track.
If you do not agree with this, you're cursed.